Welcome back, everybody. We are here on day 2 for your high converting freebie formula. I'm so excited to dive into today's content. So yesterday we talked about kind of how the market has shifted and why your freebies maybe weren't converting before. So one of the things that I want to just kind of circle back around and mention and kind of put a pin in is if you're wondering if you still need a freebie, even in the world of AI and all of this information, the answer is yes. Absolutely, 1000%. And here's why. Even though we have a lot of information out there, a lot of information overload, what your freebie is doing is it's not just giving people general information, it's actually helping people see and create a win with a real person. I am not bashing AI at all, and AI is actually a really, really great tool, but it's not a perfect tool, right? So it's not going to take the place of a real person. Remember, information does not equal transformation. Your freebie is going to help position you as an authority, as an expert, as a reason why they want to hire you to help them follow through. Even though AI is here to stay, it's not going to take the place of you and your value. And we still need a high converting freebie. We just need one that is delivering something a little bit different than it used to. What is it that our ideal clients are asking for right now? And what they want are bite-sized chunks. What they want is something specific. What they want is to know that they're working with a specialist, not a generalist. What do people invest in? What do we buy in? Saving time, getting a quicker result with the least amount of stress. Can I get an amen? Your freebie is actually positioning you as helping them do just that. You're helping them get a specific result in a shorter period of time in a way that is less stressful so that they are also more positioned, more predictable for them to actually get their result. Today, what we want to do is take our idea, take our freebie idea, and make sure that it's actually monetizing. If our freebie is not attracting the right client and then moving them from stranger to viewer to potential client to buyer, we don't have a solid business. So we want to create a bridge from your freebie to the offer, but we're going to reverse engineer it because we want to make sure that the freebie is guiding the person to the right offer. We're also going to talk about why most lead magnets that are out there actually disconnect from the sale and how to fix it. We're going to talk about that trust building moment. So how to weave your voice, your story, your values, your mission into your freebie. This is really, really important. People invest with people that they trust, which means that they want to know who you are, what your mission is, do they relate with you? We're also going to talk about an aligned CTA, inviting somebody to actually do something. Click on this link to download the guide. Click on this link to book the appointment with me. And then we're also going to talk about your freebie to paid client pathway that is going to work behind the scenes for you. So here's what I want you to think about. What is the next logical step that your ideal client should take after they're consuming their freebie? And then where would I want to go after I do something with the freebie? Chances are we want them to either book a call so that we connect with them or lead them to someplace else where they can get more information and be in our ecosystem for a longer period of time. When I share a freebie, my people are invited to either book an assessment with me, which is a short 15-20-minute holistic business assessment. Let's hop on a quick chat. I'll help you identify where the gaps are and what to do about those gaps in a holistic business audit. So they have a link directly on the freebie because that's where I want them to go next. What I want to do is connect with them. I want to be a real person to them. I want to hear what it is that they're struggling with. I also have a Facebook group because in my Facebook group is where I do weekly live trainings. I want you to think of your Facebook group as it's my nurture bucket. It's a place where all of the people who are interested, that have had an experience or a connection with me go, regardless of whether they're a buyer or not. That's where I connect with them. That's where I can see who they are, personally reach out, see how they're doing, invite them into a workshop that might help them. But it's a way where I can continue to have them in my world. Okay, so think about where do you want them to go so that they can continue to have an experience with you. Really, really important. The other thing that's important is where in the context of your freebie can you share a belief, an insight, or personal story that builds trust. A lot of times I have in my about page on my freebie, like, who am I? Who am I to be teaching you about building a business? That creates connection and insight and belief for those of you that are like, well, I haven't ever done this before, so I'm not sure if I can do it. Yes, you can do it. And I'm proof that you can do it. And then number three is we want to absolutely create that soulful sales aligned CTA. So, what's a sales aligned CTA? It's inviting them to do something. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be scary. It's just a here's what to do next. All right, so let's take a look from opt in to offer. Okay, so this part of our worksheet is going to help us take a look at where do we want them to go ultimately to be a buyer. So the first thing that we want to do is clarify what is your paid offer? Where do you want them to go? Right? Is it a high ticket offer to work with you one on one for a period of time? Is it a mid ticket offer? Is it a VIP day? Is it a special training that you're doing? Honestly, it doesn't matter what it is. All that matters is that you're clear of making sure that your freebie is directly relevant and congruent to the offer. It solves the problem of not actually having a high converting way to attract the right client into our ecosystem, right? A lot of times we're attracting the wrong client into our ecosystem. Or when we do have a freebie, they come onto our email list, but then we kind of ghost them. So the offer is very, very clear of what it is that we're going to do, the result that it's going to help you with. So the freebie needs to be something that is valuable and congruent. Hence the live training that I'm doing right now, the 2-day live training, the high converting freebie formula is a free workshop helping you create quick wins. You got a win yesterday, you're going to get a win today. Now the invitation is if you want to work with me, if you want my support to implement all this, here's the offer, right? So identify the bridge that you want your freebie to go to, okay? They cannot become a buyer unless they first understand what is the problem that you can help them solve and the result that they're ultimately going to get and having trust with you that you can help them get it. Here's a way that you can also identify a bridge is there a smaller version of the bigger problem, that offer, that you can help them solve in 15 minutes or less? That becomes your freebies focus. If you've got a 90-day program, what is one thing that you teach inside of your 90-day program that you can put into your freebie that is going to allow them to create a quick win and help them solve something in 15 minutes or less? And then we want to build trust. So I've already shared how we build trust. The way that we build trust is by being a human, sharing a belief, a story, a personal insight inside your freebie that actually builds connection. And by the way, we all have something that our ideal client can relate to. How do I know that? Because your ideal client is a previous version of who you are now. Before you got the certifications, before you made the changes, that's who your ideal client is. So, where can you share a story, whether it's about you or whether it's about another client or whether it's about insight that actually builds connection? And then we've got the CTA. So, what is it that we want them to do? Is it book an assessment? Is it book a consult? Is it join a program waitlist? There's multiple ways to do that. And this is where nuances of building and growing a business come in, right? You get to choose your own adventure. And then finally, the fifth step is actually to summarize your journey in 1 to 2 sentences so that people know what's in it for them. So they need to know that your freebie helps them, which is the ideal client, solve the specific problem that they are willing and looking to solve, that then naturally leads to whatever that next paid offer is, right? By whatever step it is that they take. Can you see how different this is than many of the freebies that you might have downloaded or even created in the past? It might not have all of the elements that we really, really need in order to create a high value, high converting freebie. And this is really important because this is an asset. And if we don't have this as an asset that we can use and repurpose over time, then we end up staying stuck and consistent in content creation, right? But when you have a freebie that is speaking directly to your ideal client that helps them to create a win, now you've got something that you can put on repeat to bring the right client in your ecosystem over a period of time. And that is one of the actions, the daily actions that we need to do every single day to bring people into our ecosystem. So there is a pathway, but the beauty of this is that it becomes a system and it becomes automated so that you can continue to build trust. We want to make sure that we can still connect with the people who are interested that are in our world. And so if we have an email system, then that is actually going to keep the people in one place that we know are interested in having in learning from you or having the support that they're looking to get from you. Okay. And then once they're on your email list, then we have a series of what we like to call nurture emails. So you have a nurture sequence, which gives people a little bit of time to get to know you a little bit more. This is important because this is keeping you top of mind. So when somebody follows up with me in a message to say, hey, how did that work for you? It's going to remind me that I need to go do something with it. And when I get another message from them that is helping me understand even more about what it is that they do and how they get people results, that starts building know, like, trust with me. Oh my gosh, that's great. Like, I'm like, yes, I'm interested in that. So it's creating more of those micro yeses. So we absolutely have to have that piece in it that invites them. The other thing that my email list does is when I go live inside of my Facebook group for free, they'll get an email saying, hey, Chris is going live on Monday. Here's the link. Come join our Facebook group, right? So it reminds people that are in your ecosystem that you are here for them, to serve them, to give them value. So that email sequence is going to be important so that we are also guiding them within that email sequence to remind them where it is that we want them to go. And then we want to guide them into ultimately a lower ticket offer within that email sequence, right? If you're ready to, whatever it is, have the result. If they haven't booked the call yet, they can book the call. And then on that call, you can invite them into whatever that lower ticket offer is for you, that trust offer, that offer that is going to help them kind of dip their toe in the water, have an experience that is then also going to lead into continuing to work with you. So that's what we're going to help you set up. We're going to help you get your landing page set up. We're going to help you make sure that you've got your freebie created. We're going to make sure that the words that you are using are high converting so that people actually say, hell yeah, I want that thing. So that out of 100 people, 60 or more are saying yes. And then they're going to go on a beautiful little journey with you. We're going to lead them where it is that you want them to go and ultimately invite them to create a trust offer with you. Or some of them might join your Facebook group, and if you're already doing some Facebook Lives, you can also invite them to work with you that way as well.